how can people become more resourced, and how can managers help their
Mhm.
employees become more resourced?
Well, the first thing is to know when your resource is dissipating. So we have to become better self-monitors. We have to become better witnesses of ourselves. Uh, we have to respect that our body is screaming at us at times. We may have to tell the body that it can't control us at the time because we have things that are important. But we probably should tell our body something like, hang on for a while, and then I'll be in a state where I can relax and treat my body well. Or the way that organizations can function is in understanding that even though you can't leave the premises to, in a sense, deal with your own needs, you can have times and spaces where colleagues can interact. It's almost metaphorically like a teacher's lounge in a
Mhm.
school. I don't even know if they have those anymore, but they were there for the same reasons. They were, in a sense, teachers needed to co-regulate because the classroom setting, in the way that our traditional education models, is not very co-regulatory. It's more pontific. And the issue is, so the teachers aren't getting that much back in certain settings, and they may need certain types of social engagement. And I'm saying that first responders need social engagement and concern from others. And so that has to be worked into the program. It's not necessarily, a smoking break or whatever things, or a coffee break, but it's that moment or moments where people can sit down with each other and share something.
Right. So debriefings, we call it, when, especially when people have scenarios that they'd like to talk through when something
Mm,
happened, and they can get support from their colleagues for
yeah,
that. But it
yeah,
sounds like what you're saying too is we could put these into place as ways to um, get resources before people become burnout or traumatized. And we should be proactive about creating these safe spaces where people can be together and co-regulate.
yeah. We have to be proactive, and the other thing is we have to acknowledge that not everyone is as vulnerable. Not every first responder is as vulnerable to the stresses or the threats that are going on in the workplace. Some people have more resilience, and many people who go into the world of trauma or dealing with helping people with traumatized have a trauma history themselves, which means that they're going to be triggers. And so we can't say, oh, here's the program, every 2 hours you have to take this. We have to be a little flexible because we want to expand the resources and saying, when you feel this way, this is what you can do. First, you can, in a sense, try to self-regulate through breathing methods and uh, getting into a place where there's less sensation, a quiet space. If that doesn't work, the notion of co-regulation is important. And what you were describing, debriefing, is really about people witnessing each other.
Mhm.
So if we say, well, it's not really debriefing, but I'm able to blow it off. I'm able to express the feelings. I'm able to share that. And someone is listening without telling me, oh, I would have done it this way, without going into a rapid evaluation. But that question of how would you have done it is a co-regulatory reciprocal one. So the issue is the person tells what has happened and requests, and then there's a role reversal. And as long as you get role reversals, you're simulating what play does. Play is role reversal, where we are active and we calm, we're active and we calm. And these are neural exercises of co-regulation.
In yoga philosophy, we have a term for this to facilitate healing. It's satsang, which means company of the wise. So spending time in the company of the wise is healing for yourself.
Mhm.
And as we create these spaces, it's something available, not just for people up on a pedestal. They're the
Yeah.
wise people and we're in their company, but for everyone to be together, because I think everyone has wisdom to share.
Yeah. I wonder if the history of that construct is really about the wise were really people who were able to witness and listen. And I think the less wise are impulsive and try to fix.
Yes. Yes, there and helping And what does that mean for,
Yeah.
are we trying to fix, or are we witnessing and just being with?
Yeah, so the issue is witnessing, being with is supporting the individual on their journey. Fixing it is immediately evaluating whether they could do it on their own. They're feeling guilty, they're feeling bad, they're feeling shame. And that's not what our job is. Our job is to witness others, to support them and help them on their journey.